pay for this insult. I'll be back.
Dr. Light, what is the problem?
A strange meteor has fallen to Earth just a while ago. This meteor seems to be emitting a powerful energy signature. Something this powerful must not fall into the hands of evil.
I understand, Dr. Light. I'm on it.
Thank you, Megaman. If you can, please bring the meteor back.
Okay. Ready.
Hey guys, Briar here, and welcome to Megaman 8. I gotta say right off the bat, I am super excited to be playing this game. I love me some Megaman. Oh my goodness. And every time I come back to this game, I've got such good memories of it, but every time I see those opening animations, they are just so corny. It cracks me up, like they're just so mediocre. Who is it, little boy? Megaman, can you hear me? I've searched the island, but can't find it on any map. God, he talks so slow. It's a creepy island. Be careful, Megaman. It's creepy. Your new weapon is ready. Take it with you. It's called the Mega Ball. You can kick it to attack the enemies. It's a powerful weapon. Oh boy. How do I kick? How to, oh shit. See, I used to play this, oh okay, there we go. When this game originally came out, it was for the PlayStation 1. And I'm kind of used to the controls there, and I'm playing it now through one of the Mega Man collections they have on the computer. And the controls aren't too different, but they're enough to mess with me a little bit. One of the things I loved about this game is there's so many like little secrets that you can find, like those little screws there. Come on. You use them to buy upgrades and stuff for Mega Man at there we go, at the end of every mission, or at the main menu really. And you can get some like pretty outrageous power-ups in through there. Mostly they're things, I always get the Buster upgrades, your main weapon. Because there's some of them you can get that cover such a huge range. Come on. Get him, yeah. Oh, this first boss here is just the giant hermit crab. Got little wiggly bits on him. Come here, boy, you gonna get wrecked. Get you some. Man, I can't like teabag in this game. There's no way to teabag. Oh well.
It's over, Wily.
Dr. Wily, why are you here? Megaman, so you've come. How did you find my secret base? I'm impressed. It wasn't spooky enough. But you're too late. I've just found something that's more powerful than this base.
Now the world is mine. Gotcha.
I've got to go after him. Yeah. See, what I like about this, the picture they show there, it's of a character you meet later on, but his head doesn't match any part of who he is. At least I think that's his head. I might be wrong. Either way, it looks pretty grumpy. It's still alive. Megaman! Can you hear me? Is anything going on? Yes, Doctor. I found a robot. What? Okay, I understand. I'll go here and pick it up. You go after Wily.
I got it, Doctor.
Alright, so, I mean, I'm a little bit more excited than what I normally am to play some games. I can't express just how much I love me some Mega Man. And especially this game, like, I love some Mega Man X. I love every game they came out with for Mega Man X, but throughout the original, like, the Mega Man line of games, there's a difference between the X line and the regular Mega Man. This is probably one of my favorite ones. The bosses are just so good. The power-ups are nice. Everything's just so good. Die, little dudes. Oh, God, no. Please, no. I just got here. I'm not a huge fan of this level. There's so many places to die. And they're all just little instant deaths, too. Like, oh, sorry, you misjumped that. Might as well stop charging. We can't use our gun here at all. When I was a kid, I used to always have to get help with those parts. I mean, I know they look super simple now, and they really are. But, man, I was shit at doing that. And then I think there's only about 2 levels really where you get a ride on your pupper here. And it was always like super cool because you can collect upgrades and things. Like it's little sideways shoot 'em up. Like you get those little dudes. They just follow you around and they help you do shit. The more I'm thinking about it, I really don't think there's any other level you play in this game where this mechanic actually comes into mind. Get out of here. Oh, I want that dude. The reason why the little dude there is so important, at least I think he's important, is because he does downward attacks, and later on you find that there's some things that are kind of built into the ground of the levels that you really need to, that was a close one, that you need to actually be able to hit, and it's difficult to do with just your regular attacks or with anyone really.
Ready.
I think you can get an upgrade for the actual pupper that shoots out some extra bullets, but it's not nearly as strong as dropping bombs on people's. Get out of here. I don't know why I was even going for that. This thing. This is the only other thing that gives you like a downward attack. And it's not super strong. Not worth. Come on. Alright. Now, I've only played this game dozens of times. There's probably not a whole lot I'm going to wind up missing in terms of, in terms of actual items. I say that and I'm going to wind up going through and just forgetting absolutely everything. Now this boy up here, this guy, there's a little screw hidden up there. Ow. But the only way to actually get to it is by killing one of the bosses later on in the second half of the game. And then when you come back, you can use his power, and it'll break the little door up there. Get out of here, son. I don't know, like if anyone else who's watching these plays Mega Man games, like what's your favorite Mega Man? Is it in the X line? Is it in this one? I really liked, I thought Mega Man Legends was really good too. Pretty much anything. I have a really hard time seeing where anything Mega Man usually goes wrong. I loved the Game Boy ones. The only one I'd have to say that really didn't settle well with me was probably the What was it? It was in the X line. It was when they started to move to the 3D perspective. I can stop charging that. It's going to get obnoxious. But when they started doing the 3D Mega Man games, they weren't terrible. But, I don't know. They just didn't feel the same. I couldn't remember if there's anything under there or not. I think there's one more screw. Yeah! Got him. God, I hate this part. Oh, it's such focus. Damn, that makes me nervous. Because all it takes is just one little slip up right there. And you have to start that whole section over again. Alright, our first actual
Are you worthy of my challenge?
robot boss. This guy used to piss me off when I was younger. He's so fucking slippery.
Here you go.
Now, he does a voice line. I'll point it out when I hear it. But he comes flying through and he screams something. That! It sounds like he's saying, I've got to pee. I don't know, it's always cracked me up. I have no idea what he's even saying. But he, I know in the beginning it said what he was, but fuck off. He's Tengu Man. And it always seems like it's a bird. But if you look it up, I'm going to get it wrong, but a Tengu is some sort of like mythical dragon, or I think it's like a mythical bird. I'm not 100% positive. I'll throw up a picture or something. It's something, you know, over in Asia somewhere. Sure, we'll save. Why not? Alright, and I'm gonna try, normally I go through this game in order of, you know, boss weaknesses just to make it easier, but I'm gonna try going through and at least beating the bosses with just the regular buster. See how much more interesting it'll make it. There's gonna be a couple of them later on that are straight up bitches to fight. I hate this level though. Every time I come here, it just takes so long to get through everything. It's because they've got gimmicks on the floor later on that you can only step on certain things after a while. Now, let's see. So there's pickups you find throughout the game that let you use your pupper more often. And throughout here, you can't reach that screw without the pupper, and one of the pupper upgrades is, you know, you summon Rush, your dog, and he turns into a motorcycle. And you ride that little sumbitch. Go on, little guy. And that's the only way, unless someone else knows a different way, that's the only way you can access that screw. This level has actually a ton of those screws. Fuck off. It has a ton of those screws that are locked behind specific upgrades. Oh shit, I made a mistake. Okay, it's alright. If you shoot the trains, they go quicker. They get grumpy. Boy, I could ramble on about this game forever. It is an understatement how much I love me some Megamans. Ooh, got a 1-up out of that one. Oh, this thing. So some levels, if you've never played Mega Man before, there's about two or four mini bosses throughout the game. Yeah, I think it's 4 in total. And this is one of them. Ah, shit. Yeah. Kill your own babies. Ow, shit. Oh god, they go faster. Oh, okay, that was easy. Oh, before I actually started up on this, oh yeah, that's right. Your puppy upgrades come from the mini bosses. That's it, I remember now. I don't know what that one does. I think that one gives you a random item. Let's see. Let me get into my menu. Okay, there we go. So the menu button is select in this game. That's weird. Sure, let's use it. Give me a 1-up, puppy. You lazy motherfucker. Ow. Yeah, so if you haven't picked up, oh shit, the circular patterns there, whenever the guy in the background comes out and he rings this little bell, determines what happens. And if you land on, if you land on a little X, you get hit with something, typical stuff. Ow, shit. Now let's see. Boy, it's super weird how they got the weapon tied to ow. Stop it. Oh hell yeah. Let's see, I can do this. Does this land on there? Ah shit, it doesn't. It's okay, we'll get this. You motherfucker. Ah, damn it. Everything keeps respawning. It makes it difficult. Not exactly where I wanted it. Oh, come on now. Oh, there we go. You know what? Fuck it. I'll come back later. I don't need it right now anyway. Got another 1-up. Get out of here. You too. Well, believe it or not, we're already almost done with this. I think we're like right around the corner. Oh, no, we're not. Never mind. We still got another little spot to go here. I'm gonna hate myself for not going back and getting that screw. It's gonna drive me crazy. See, and the thing is with this area, you can't like jump to avoid it, because once it hits, it just waits to register what the next yeah, here, little dude. It waits to register what spot you landed on. Now, one of these here. Oh, damn it. Which one did I just come from? This one? Okay, it wasn't. Bam! I think it's this guy. One of them takes you like way down to the bottom and gets you a little secret area. That wasn't it. This one? I don't think it was this one. Nope. This one? Okay, there we go. We got it. This is one of those prime examples of a room that tries to get you. Damn it. Oh, come on. No, go away. Because everything, everything's bad in there, so you're almost always gonna get negatively affected by something. Also, if the charge up noise is aggravating, I'll try and cut it off some, but it's just force of habit that I always run around, with the weapon fully charged up. You ugly little bitch.
Weakling, this isn't a joking matter.
This is I feel like I'm gonna say it for everything, but man, when I was younger, I just had so many problems with some of these bosses. This was another one of them. It just moves so fast, and I don't know. Now, I mean, I've done it so much, I'm better at predicting it. Get out of here, kid. See, I'm almost concerned that, they're not doing some of the moves they normally do. Especially this one. Ow, fuck you. Okay, because I think they might have done something with the difficulty. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just, you know, whooping them too fast or something. I don't know. But normally they, especially Clown Man there, will do completely different moves. I mean, she does the same moves. He, you know, I don't know. Clown Man will do this thing where he covers himself in lightning and bounces back and forth across the area. And, you know, that is generally pretty difficult to get away from, but she didn't do it at all that time around. I want to say Tengu Man wasn't doing something as well. But anyhow, I'll see if there's something in the difficulty. Maybe we can get it back to at least what I think is normal. You know, if you guys like this video, let me know. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you